Welcome to the Equipped Disciple channel. My name is Rick McClatchy. I will be your host. We are here to be and to make disciples of Jesus, and we do that through daily devos, through Sunday sermons, and through other discipleship resources. We are here to equip you to be an equipped disciple. All right, welcome into another day of your daily devos. I'm Pastor Rick, and we are jumping into Proverbs chapter 2, the second half, going verses 10 through 22. So jump on in with me and let's go for a little journey as we continue through the book of wisdom. Starting in verse 10, it says, "For wisdom will enter your heart and knowledge will delight you. Discretion will watch over you and understanding will guard you. It will rescue you from the way of evil, from anyone who says perverse things, from those who abandon the right paths to walk in ways of darkness." And so I really like this discretion and understanding. They watch over you and guard you. Being watched over, being protected, and being guarded is like, things I think most people are interested in. We'd like to have protection. We'd like to have security, safety, and it's saying that discretion and understanding are two important factors of that. And discretion just being kind of the quality of behaving or speaking in such a way that you don't offend or divulge private information. So you're using discretion. It's also connected, just in the development of language, it's connected to the word discernment. It'd be like very related to that. And so if you think being wise in how you speak, because you are able to discern, understand the situation that you're in, this ability to understand what's happening around you, and having understanding of how to function within that situation. And it's a pretty important skill, right? And it says it's so important that it watches over you and guards you when you walk in discernment and, discretion and understanding. But it also rescues you from people who say perverse things. And so this word perverse is coming from the idea of basically upside down or backwards. It's like it is the bad version of everything. So they lie, they cheat, they deceive. And so having discretion and understanding also rescues you from people who say perverse things. Kind of gives you this level of protection. It guards you and protects you, right? And so this development, going back to the verses, wisdom enters your heart and knowledge delights you, and discretion watches over you and understanding guards you, to rescue you from the way of evil, from anyone who says perverse things. And also from those, who abandon right paths and walk in darkness, right? So verse 14, "From those who enjoy doing evil and celebrate perversion, those whose paths are crooked and whose ways are devious, it will rescue you from a forbidden woman, from a wayward woman with her flattering talk, who abandons the companion of her youth and forgets the covenant of her God." The pinnacle of evil, right, is enjoying doing evil. So it's not even a struggle anymore. You just straight up enjoy it. You thrive in this doing evil arena. And then followed up with that would then be people that celebrate it. Definitely see elements of this certainly in American culture right now, is people that enjoy doing evil and people that are, actively celebrating perversion. These are the types of people that discretion and understanding guard and protect you from, because it gives you the ability to discern right from wrong, to know truth and lies. And it gives you the ability to then have reasonable conversations and to kind of fight back a little bit in the war of ideas that happens in culture. That's just the philosophical things that go back and forth. And then there's those that their paths are crooked and their ways are devious. And then let's talk about the forbidden woman, like the forbidden woman, the wayward woman with her flattering talk. And flattering talk doesn't have to come from a woman. But anytime you're hearing a bunch of flattering talk about yourself, watch out, because flattering talk is almost always got some sort of ulterior motive, some agenda behind it. where they're trying to manipulate your behavior in a certain direction. So they flatter you and they tell you how great and wonderful you are so that they can get you to move in a particular direction. So watch out for the flattering talk that comes from the wayward woman or the forbidden woman. One of the characteristics that's listed about her is abandoning the companion of her youth, leaving her husband and forgetting the covenant of her God, the covenant that she made before her God in committing to marriage. And so there's some significant challenges there that flow out of that life. For her house sinks down to death, and her ways to the land of the departed spirits. None return who go to her. None reach the paths of life. Follow the way of the good and keep the paths of the righteous. Amen. Her house sinks down to death, and her ways to the land of the departed spirits, right? So it's cemeteries, essentially, the dead where dead people go, it's none return who go to her. None. Like, don't mess around with that whole department of life. Don't mess around with the wayward woman, with the flattering speech, with the compromise, because none who go to her return. Really, really strict principle here. So the book of Proverbs regularly, we talk about wisdom and we talk about the fool, the wayward woman in many, many parts of the book. And so this is the first occurrence of this theme here of the wayward woman. So it's something that you want to pay attention to, because it is very descriptive of human nature and just the risks that are out there. Sometimes there might even be somebody watching this video where you've had some flattering talk, because you're at work and there's a coworker or something, and they just are just giving you all kinds of praise all the time, telling you how wonderful you are. Maybe you need to watch out. Maybe you need to watch out for that kind of flattering talk, because maybe there's an agenda there. Maybe there's some manipulation that's trying to come your way. So follow the way of the good. The juxtaposition here is to follow the way of the good and keep to the paths of righteousness, of the righteous. And that's what we want to do, is keep to the right patch. I had fixed that, okay? And somehow I added an extra letter, and it's kind of funny. So follow the good and keep to the right patch. Keep to the right path, the path of the righteous, because the path of the righteous goes up and up and up. And so for the upright will inhabit the land, and those of integrity will remain in it. So if you operate in integrity, we talked about integrity yesterday. We just talked about how authentic, how sincere, how, the same all the way through, trustworthy, reliable. That is what integrity is. And so the upright will inhabit the land. They don't get kicked out of the land, because, God is a God of righteousness and a God of justice. And so people are removed from the land when there is too much sin in the land. And so those with integrity and uprightness, they remain in the land, they inhabit it, and they remain in it. So integrity is, what helps keep you long term, but the wicked will be cut off from the land and the treacherous ripped out of it. So we want to be a people that pursue discretion and understanding, and to choose the way of the upright and walk in the paths of righteousness, because there is how we will be able to inhabit the land and remain in it and have sticking power, if you will. We will not be cut off from the land. We will not be ripped out of it, but we will be able to establish and see righteousness established in the land. And when the righteous rule, the people rejoice. So with that, I hope you have a great day today. I hope you've been encouraged today and strengthened to live life under that canopy of discretion, wisdom, understanding. God bless you. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.